Hello. The building over there is an abandoned Shari restaurant in Medford, Oregon. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Shari again. Signs are still up as expected. That can be misleading if people think the restaurant is open when it actually isn't. Very strange. Here's the entrance to the building. Restrooms for customers only. This is the vestibule you're currently seeing right now. Looks like we got the air conditioning set up on the right side. Neat. There's a random chair here. Strange. Not sure why he's sitting there. Maybe that's supposed to hold the door open. I have seen something similar to that in other places before. They used to be seated in the waiting area, but it was removed. I don't know why. They should have just left them alone in the first place. Here's what the dining area looks like. Some of the shades are covered in the windows. Not the first time I'm seeing. Notice all the lights are on. That's seriously a waste of electricity, but you gotta wonder who's paying the electric bills. I get that it's also to stop anyone from breaking into sleep, scrap, or vandalize. Anyway, I wanna say this series opened sometimes in the mid-1990s. Then in between 2015 and 2016, they got a massive renovation. Both the inside and outside still look brand new to me. It's a shame the money was wasted for nothing. No bueno. Seriously, the interior layer looks so beautiful. It would have been fantastic if every series looked like this. That's just a thought. Notice the ceiling is nearly exposed, which is pretty cool. The dining area in the middle used to have a lower ceiling before the makeover. Notice the ceiling fan is running. That's just plain weird as heck. Wow. By the way, this restaurant ended up closing in October 2024. I find it strange that there's no paper on the entrance door indicating they're permanently closed. That sucks, honestly. There must have been one shortly after they went out of business, but only for a brief time. It should have stayed up longer, but unfortunately someone thought it was a good idea to take it down. Oh well, whatever. Looking at the solarium setup, they are really cool. As a kid going to my old local Shari's, I always thought dining in a solarium was a great experience. Aside from that, I have a friend from Medford and I believe she grew up here. I met her once at an event at my old high school in Salem, where I'm from. There's a good chance she used to eat at this Shari's many times throughout her life. I believe she ate at the other Shari's location in Central Point, about a 10 minutes ride north. I have a video of that vacant Shari's. If you haven't seen it yet, the link is in the description below. I have another friend from White City, I believe, and she probably visited both Shari's locations here in the South. It's hard to tell whether they actually like Shari's. Man, it's unbelievable that there are no Shari's left in Oregon anymore. Blame me on the private equity and the CEO for ruining the popular restaurant chain. Technically, the restaurant company is still around, but it's only found in Washington, Idaho, and California. Yet they're still having a hard time attracting customers to their restaurants. It's crazy to think that Shari's used to have more than 120 locations across several states, and now there are only 10 left. It's sad how times change for sure. Notice that some of the chairs are placed upside down on the tables, while others aren't. That's so random. I have seen some vacant restaurants clear out the furniture before. Every location is different. Moving on. Shari didn't have to die so slowly. I wish they were still doing well and financially stable. Life is not fair. Take a look at this thing. It's the Shari's pie chat. Didn't see that coming. It's ironic because I have the exact hat from a closed Shari's at home. Interesting to see some vent pipes attached to the ceiling. They're probably so dusty inside. Notice those boot seats have been lifted out. I'm guessing there are files and other items stored underneath. They seem common in every restaurant chain, if I'm not mistaken. Those would be like secret spots that customers don't realize they're sitting on. It's crazy, right? Not to mention there are probably coins as well the customers unknowingly dropped, which ended up under the boots. This is a service passageway. The counter used to hold coffee machines, soda fountains, and other equipment. This window door clearly leads to the kitchen. The emergency lights are on. Weird. Didn't see that coming. Wow. Got the exit door here. This boarded up window is the manager's office. I like that brown color. We're gonna see what the back building looks like. Of course, the gates are locked. Ta-da, we're on the other side now. See what the kitchen looks like. I see that the lights are off, except for the dining room lights we saw earlier. I wonder why. The door on the left leads to the manager's office, as I mentioned before, and the door on the right leads to the dry storage area. I must say those doors look pretty old to me, almost like they were from the 70s. They look pretty dirty to me. I wonder if the manager's office is empty. I believe there used to be a seating and employee break area here. If it was removed, that wouldn't seem right. I would be like, where are they supposed to take a break? Just go outside to walk around and do something? This brown door leads to the kitchen. Door is locked, of course. Moving on. Man, I realize this kind of weather, though it's a bit chilly at the same time. You got a Carl's Jr. down there. There's some shopping center behind me as well. Landscaping looks so right from what I'm seeing. Got another exit door. Those blacked out windows are the video poker room. Some dead plants around here. More furniture up there. I just wish all the shades were not covered completely. I like the orange wall, which looks amazing. There used to be no minor sign posted but was later removed. That had happened with other vacant Shari restaurants within the state. You can barely see the old gambling service on the left. There would have been 6 slot machines back then. Few picture frames used to be hanging on the wall. Hopefully they were used in other places. Got a large booth down there. Around 68 people could fit in the seating. I can imagine families and friends having good times here many years ago. Not anymore. Those kinds of hanging like fixtures look nice to me. Check this one out. The wood foliage area open. I like how they removed the wood open right after they shut down for good. They should have had it closed to make it more realistic. I understand if there wasn't time to correct the statement on the window. You can see the buzzing station down there too. The double door is directly ahead of the janitor's closet. Aside from that, I don't know if this whole restaurant is for sale. It could take a while, like for years or so. Unrelated topic, but speaking of Denny's, there used to be one in Medford at the hotel. It ended up closing in 2024 due to poor management, a bad location, and low wages, according to a Reddit user. Now imagine Denny's returning to Medford and taking over this building with new management. That would be an interesting change for what it's for. That's exactly what happened with the 2 former Shari locations in Bonnie Lake and Walla Walla, Washington. You can see the old pie display over there. I used to get apple pie once in a while, but I never tried any other kinds of pies over the years. I regret not trying the others earlier. Should've known better. More glasses to take a peek. This is a Sunny pie. I have seen this exact posted at other closed Shari's. I've said this a few times. They claim the pies are homemade, but in reality, that's not true. I heard they're bought from Shari's or Larry's, which you can literally find at a grocery store. That's honestly a real shame what the restaurant company's management did. Not cool. Such a terrible business model. Seriously. There was an ATM for the gambling service and similar purposes in front of that outlet. Hopefully this building will end up getting torn down if nobody wants to buy it. Many of the old Shari has gone buildings were demolished many years ago to make a way for a fast food joint, a bank, an office, and a mini strip mall. I want to say close to 30 of them got razed. It will be sad if more and more face demolition in the near future. The orange and green wall even looks cooler. Very nice. Especially with that kind of wooden texture over there. They used to have shelves for the pie boxes next to the display case. Don't know why they are removed. The bathrooms are straight ahead. Not seeing the bathroom signs. Strange. Once again, we're back in the vestibule, but this time facing the opposite direction of the building. I find it hard there isn't another entrance here. Some former series locations have doors on both sides of the vestibule. Every place is different, obviously. Man, it would have been so cool to explore the inside. Although I have been inside some vacant Shari before. Anyway, while I was looking through Shari's website, I happened to see an image showing someone holding two pie shakes. The person was standing behind a Shari restaurant, and the front facade looked exactly like this one. It got me wondering if this whole Shari could be the one or the other in Springfield on Beltline Road. This one and the other look exactly alike. Kinda hard to tell otherwise either way. I have personally never had a pie milkshake from Shari's, and I kinda regret not trying one all these years. Unrelated, but if you look at that discount tire across the road, it used to be a hometown buffet several years ago. The buffet closed in late 2018 and was torn down in 2021 to make way for the tire store. I was in Medford at the time and really wanted to film the vacant buffet restaurant before it was demolished, but sadly it was getting late and dark, so I wasn't able to. However, I was able to film the abandoned Sears here in the city. If you haven't seen the footage yet, check out the link as well. Thanks otherwise, and that'll be it. There is going to wrap up the video. Make sure to like, comment, and share. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see you in the other side.